Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who we had Sleep No More. It was boring as shit. Let's move on.
Hello?
Clara, finally. It's Rigsy.
Oh, Rigsy. Hey, what's wrong?
Hello, Rigsy.
So I have this,
Who's Rigsy?
No matter how bad it is, we cannot take you back down your timeline just to fix the tattoo.
That's just it. I
Yeah.
didn't get a tattoo and it's
Yeah,
counting down.
there's a countdown on his tattoo.
The tattoo. It's
Oh, God.
It's counting down to 0.
Hang tight.
Oh, that's his
I'll be
neck.
right there.
I thought he was showing some ass cleavage. Oh God. Yeah, that's terrifying.
Did you make this human?
Lucy. Yeah, she's mine.
Aw. Good for you, Rigsy. Wasn't Rigsy in, Flatline? I think that was him.
It's brilliant. Oh, that's not boring.
Yeah.
That is very.
It's interesting the Doctor has a button up again.
You're coming with us. Bring the new human.
So,
No, don't bring the new human. I'll just get distracted.
yeah. Actually, the Doctor's jacket is different. Looks a bit more red.
You've been retconned.
What gun?
So,
Amnesia drug. Your prefrontal cortex is marinating in it.
yeah. Like Torchwood?
The hidden places are in the Great British Library.
No. Absar.
So,
I never put stock in it. London streets have suddenly disappeared from human view. No. You lot are always overlooking things. But whole streets.
I feel like the first episode of Sherlock was filmed here.
Then, if the fake street, the trap street, ever shows up on someone else's map, they know their work's been stolen. Clever, right?
My God, a whole London street just up and disappeared, and you lot assume it's a copyright infringement.
Yeah,
We're looking for a trap street.
that's a good point.
Straight.
I know!
So,
Focus on the buildings directly below me!
Whatever
God, that's gotta be terrifying.
It only hides.
Wow. Oh God. It's okay. The Doctor's been through worse.
I'm good. I'm good.
She enjoyed that.
So,
Way too much.
Tell me about it. An
yeah.
ongoing problem here.
You do know this is a refugee camp.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Of course he does. Now that you've told him.
Yeah, me.
Oh, hey. Ashilda.
Hilda.
What?
You.
How do you know this man?
Hang on, you did this to Rigsy.
What the fuck?
How long have you been here?
Since Waterloo?
The bat?
No. The station, really, Doctor. Tread carefully while you're here.
Did we just walk into Harry Potter? What's happening?
A few feet of you.
This place is
As
crazy.
far as you're concerned, no weapon on the scene. But the cause of death is likely the head wound. Seems she was knocked to the cobblestones.
Seems. You've sentenced Rigsy to death, yet you don't know exactly what's going on.
It was
Yeah.
found over the body. My people were angry, frightened. I had to act.
This is ridiculous.
But that doesn't... Well, that's bullshit.
You think someone called him here? Set him up?
Yes.
It sounds right.
Obviously. Which means one of your pet aliens out there is the real killer.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I mean, it could be anyone, Clara, but still.
I can remove the chronolock, but I won't. Our rules keep us safe.
Give it to me.
So the extra,
Tell me I can have it. One word, say it. Say yes.
So the extra 400 years has not done anything better to Ashilda.
Don't run, stay with her. Why do they always run?
Fucking, there's a ghost crow. Why wouldn't you run?
Give it. You can just.
You can't just push it on someone. It's not that simple. It has to be taken willingly. Death's already locked in. You can pass it on, but you can't cheat it.
Huh. So a death still has to happen, basically. But someone could willingly take it. Question, if it hit the Doctor, would he regenerate or would he die?
I'm under the mayor's personal protection, and it's absolute, apparently. Look, she controls a raven, so I will never have to face it. This is clever.
But this is putting you in danger.
Talk to the doctor about this.
Their own trap. We buy ourselves more time to find the real killer.
The doctor would never let you do this.
Doctor 102. Never tell anyone your actual plan. He'll have a tantrum when he finds out. And then, when we confront the Shielder, she'll want to take the chronolog off just to shut him up.
This is not good. This is not...
What happens if you don't go home tonight? The Jen and Lucy here?
I don't trust this plan. I don't like this plan. This is dangerous. I don't like not telling the doctor.
Without father, just...
Ah. Yeah, touch it.
You know Rixie is innocent because you can look into his past and you can see it.
Oh. Right. The two faces.
She's afraid.
Afraid of what? Of whom?
I can't see.
The shield is afraid of something.
This thing is a stasis pod. If you're
She's
dead,
not dead.
it's got a fancy refrigerator.
Huh.
But if
Okay.
you're alive, but she doesn't want us to use her key. She wants to use mine.
The TARDIS. That's what this is all about.
She wants the TARDIS?
Doctor, wait!
This girl needs her mother.
Oh, man.
It's a teleport bracelet.
What?
I'll give you time to say goodbye, don't worry.
Wait.
No one will be hurt.
Where are you sending me?
A teleport?
I made a deal to protect the street.
With who?
They take you, I take the key so you can't be traced.
Who is
Do
they?
as they tell me in your confession dial.
Confession dial?
They have other means of procuring it, but I understand it's likely to be on your person.
Wait.
Please.
Is it Missy?
No. No, you didn't.
8 minutes.
Go on then. Take it off.
Clara, you didn't!
Yeah, she did.
I swear. I never meant for anyone to get hurt.
Well, can you not take it back
What
now?
are you thinking?
What exactly did Rob
He
say?
said the death is locked in. You can pass it on, but
But you can't cheat it altogether.
So because it's been passed, it's stuck?
I promised it a soul, and only I can break that contract. When you took it from him, you changed the terms. You cut me out of the deal.
So... Oh god. What the fuck what can we do?
we always fix it.
Oh shit.
Fix this. Fix it now.
Huh.
It's not possible. I can't.
Yes, it is. You can. And you will. Or this street will be over.
Huh.
You and all your fun little friends to the whole laughing world. I'll bring Unit. I'll bring the Zygons. Give me a minute. I'll bring the Daleks.
Oh,
and the
shit.
Men. I can do whatever the hell I like. You've read the stories. You know who I am.
Oh.
And in all of that time, did you ever hear anything about anyone who stopped me?
Oh
I
shit.
know the doctor. The doctor
The
would never...
doctor is no longer here. You are stuck with me.
Oh shit.
And I will end you.
Time Lord victorious.
If this is the last I ever see of you, please.
Well,
Not like this.
I mean, it's... We still have 2 episodes left. I'm not gonna kill her now.
Well, if Danny Pink can do it, so can I.
Oh, god damn it.
Don't like I mean it. Face the Raven.
I'll let you get reckless.
Why? Why should I be so reckless? You're reckless. All the bloody time. Why can't I be like you?
Clara, there's nothing special about me. I am nothing, but I'm less breakable than you. I should have taken care of you.
Yeah.
I asked you to.
You shouldn't have to ask.
You can just take a few more injuries. Oh.
Don't let this change you. No, listen. Whatever happens next, wherever she is sending you, I know what you're capable of.
Oh.
Don't be a warrior. Promise me.
Well.
Be a doctor. I'm not asking you for a promise. I'm giving you an order. You will not insult my memory. There will be no revenge. I will
Oh.
die.
Oh.
You're about to say.
Oh.
Goodbye, Doctor.
I really don't buy it, but Oh, shit. Oh! Is it? Okay, yeah. It is the same. Thought something different was happening for a sec.
She was saving you.
I was lost a long time ago. She was saving you.
Oh my god.
I'll do my best. But I strongly advise you to keep out of my way.
Oh, shit.
You'll find that it's a very small universe when I'm angry with you.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Now, I know there's an after credit scene, so I'll wait for that. Someone put shit on the TARDIS. Or is that just a normal phone box? Oh, god damn. Well, god damn it, was that it? That was the after credit scene? God damn it. Okay. Hold on. Darby needs to come back in. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. She's dead. 2 episodes before the finale. Two episodes before the finale, which, from the to be continued, sounds like this is shaping up to be a 3-parter. You know? Like, this is some Utopia shit where, yeah, we have this episode and that leads into The Sound of Drums and Last of the Time Lords. I feel like it's kind of like that. But the thing is, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. And I don't buy it. So any real emotion I feel like I should have had is not there because I don't buy it. Now, look, I've had a suspicion for a little while that Clara was going to die this season, or that at the very least this would be Clara's last season. But I don't buy it. I don't buy it, and I just don't buy it. Like, I don't know. You know what this feels like? Okay, I was trying to think about this the entire time. Like, the entire time I was like, I feel like we've done this before. And we have. It's called the God Complex. In the God Complex, the Doctor left Amy and Rory, and I was like, okay, I guess that's the end. It didn't feel like it, but that's the end. And then they had a cameo in the next episode, and then they were in the finale, and then they had a cameo, and then they were in the first half of Series 7 proper. So I don't buy it, and I don't buy it. Oh man, I feel like I can't buy it. I feel like I can't buy it. Like, it's like, oh no, this actually happened and Clara's dead. Like, no. Because I don't buy it. I cannot believe. You know what else I can't believe? Because the situation that led to Clara's death is stupid, to say the least. Like, the whole... Okay, her plan to take the thing, to take the tattoo, was stupid, and not telling the doctor was stupid. And it was stupid. And the fact that it's like, oh, well, you know, we had a deal. We had a deal that it's like, oh, well, either I will give you Riggsy's soul, or I will take it away, and then I won't give you Riggsy's soul. But now that instead of Riggsy's soul, it's Clara's soul, Clara's death, whatever, however she said it, now I can't. Like, what? Hamana what now? Hamana Hubada Bay? What? That is not... No, I don't... I don't buy it. Like, number one, I don't buy... Number one, Clara's plan was stupid. And number two, the reason that they can't just take it from Clara is stupid. And you can't have two stupid things predicate a main character's death. Now, I'm trying to think back. Because in terms of lost companions, I guess technically, because I always have to clarify this in the comments, this is the first time in New Doctor Who that the companion has straight up died. And I always have to clarify this because people will argue with me in the comments, but the thing is, so far, other than the departure of Martha, everyone has had a tragic ending. And yes, I do need to clarify that. And going through once again real quick, Rose was marooned on a parallel universe. Yes, she came back later, but at the time she was marooned in a parallel universe. Donna got her memories erased of anything having to do with the Doctor or the TARDIS. So the person she was basically died. So that was also tragic. And Amy and Rory were sent back in time and lived to death, to where in the present day they are dead. Martha, on the other hand, just walked out. And I miss the day when a companion could just walk away, you know? Which, I have to say, has been kind of nice going through classic Doctor Who. I don't know, how many of y'all watch the classic reactions that we're doing here on the channel, but so far, we've had 3 companions leave, and they have all basically just left. Granted, yes, there is... Maybe you could argue, well, Susan was marooned. No, but that was really her choice, and also the Doctor helping her with the choice of staying behind, you know? Like, for Rose, there was no choice. She was stuck on that parallel Earth. Susan elected to stay behind. Ian and Barbara decided to go back to the 60s using the Dalek time machine. Like, so far, and again, I haven't seen all of classic Doctor Who, so I don't know all of, how every companion leaves. But so far, and again, I suppose spoilers, the only death I've seen for a companion in classic Doctor Who is Adric. Which also kind of comes right the hell out of nowhere in that. But that's kind of how it goes in classic Doctor Who. They don't get the 5-minute speech that Clara got, But that's the thing in modern Doctor Who, for the most part, again, other than Martha, it has been tragic. But I don't believe this. I don't believe this because how can I believe Okay, you know what it is? And here's why I didn't believe when Clara left the first time. Because technically she did. Because at the end of season 8, or Series 8, whatever. Last season, basically, Clara left. The Doctor and Clara went their separate ways, and then that was that. And I didn't buy it then, and I don't buy it now. And I think that's because I think I have trust issues when it comes to companions. When it comes to losing companions, I now have trust issues. And I blame all of that on Amy and Rory. Because of their, I can't believe we're talking about this again, but because of their meandering, because of the meandering from the God Complex to the Angels Take Manhattan, because of the constant meandering on that, I now have trust issues when it comes to companions leaving. So when Clara left last season, I didn't believe it. And when Clara is dead this episode, I still do not believe it. Now, with that said, if this was the final episode of this season, I would buy it. Like, that's the point where it's like, okay, no. She's dead. It's the finale. That's it. There's nothing, like, if it's a finale, I will, for the most part, believe it. Again, I was still a little skeptical. Last season, mainly because they didn't build up Clara leaving, I think. You know? So, and now, that's the thing. They have built up Clara dying this season. I will grant them that. And I guess if we go into the next 2 episodes and it's like, no, Clara's fucking dead, bye. And it's like, well, shit. Like, then I will be like, oh, man. So we really did lose Clara. And then I'll be really sad. But right now I'm just like, wow, that was a really great emotional scene that I couldn't enjoy because I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I'm sorry. How could I possibly believe? How could I possibly believe that after... That's such a small thing caused our companion to die. Because that's the other thing. When a companion leaves or, you know, has their tragic ending, big shit just happened, you know? Like, it's a big reason why. Rose, marooned in a parallel universe after sending the Daleks and the Cybermen into the void, and she almost got pulled into the void herself, and then Pete came to save her, but she's trapped. That is some big shit that happened. Okay. For Martha, she just spent a year, you know. Martha spent a year in the Master's world as, like, the leader of the freedom fighters, basically. And after that, she was like, I'm fucking done. Bye. I can't do this anymore. I'm not doing this. Bye. I'm out. You know? That made sense. For Donna, it was after becoming the Dr. Donna and having the Metacrisis Doctor. It was destroying her brain, so the Doctor had to erase her memories. Again, big shit. Amy and Rory, this is why I didn't believe it the first time, in the God Complex, when it was like, oh no, just, I don't know, some shit. Like this, that's the thing. This is on par. What happened in this episode is on par with what happened in the God Complex. And both times now, we have technically lost a companion. But whereas I feel like, and just like last time, I didn't believe it last time either. And this is so weird because my feelings on that part of the show are so complicated, you know? But the God Complex didn't feel like we lost our companions, you know? Especially because it was 2 episodes before the finale. I didn't believe it. And sure enough, I was right to not believe it. But then, while I was, you know, watching it in hindsight, I was like, yeah, that should have been the end. Like, it worked to have cameos in, it worked to have, like, cameos in the next few episodes, like the Christmas episode and stuff. But after that, when it was like, okay, and now Amy and Rory are back at the beginning of Series 7. And it's like, well, no. You had your ending. You had your definitive ending. I didn't believe it, but you had it. So you have to stick to that now. This, I almost feel like we're going to be the same way. I am watching this episode the exact same way I watched the God Complex, where I'm going to sit here and be like, I don't believe it. I don't believe that doesn't feel like the end of Clara Oswald. And then it's going to not be the end of Clara Oswald, and then I'm just going to sit here and be like, that probably should have been the end of Clara Oswald. Like, you had your ending, you can't do it twice, you know? So, that's the thing. Where I don't buy it. Now, that said, I don't know if we're gonna... To be fair, I guess I don't know if we're gonna quite pull an Amy and Rory with this. Because even if she comes back, even if Clara comes back, she might still not stick around past the season, you know? That might be the other thing. She might not stick around past the season, you know? Even if she does come back in some form in the next 2 episodes. I don't know. I don't buy it. And the problem is, whereas in the God Complex, it was kind of just can't keep taking you with me. You're gonna fucking die if I, you're gonna fucking die if I keep taking you, you know? So the 11th Doctor was just like, all right, peace. I bought you a house and a car. I gotta leave you guys, you know? And then here it's like, no, we had a huge emotional companion death. And it's like, well, great. That was a great 5-minute scene you had there with, Jenna Coleman acting her heart out, her little cute heart out, but I don't believe you. And I hate that. Because it's like, okay, this is the death of Clara Oswald, who we've had since, the Snowmen. We've had her for so long, and I love her. I love Clara, I love Clara. Maybe, she's had some questionable decisions and some questionable actions in Series 9, but whatever. But overall, I still love Clara, and I love Jenna Coleman, and I love her dynamic with Capaldi. But still, so it's like, I love Clara, and this should be really, really emotional. She's one of my, I was going to say she's one of my favorite companions, and I would say that because Donna is still my favorite companion, but then after Donna, I feel like you're kind of splitting hairs on people, But with Clara, I love Clara, I love Jenna Coleman, and so with this episode, I'm just like, well, here's my big emotional Clara, departure scene that I cannot truly enjoy, I can't feel true emotions for, because I do not buy it. And it's like, well, I've been robbed of that, because if she comes back and, I don't know, maybe she re-dies or something, I don't know, maybe she'll come back in some form or die, or I don't know, I'm not going to feel any emotion then, because we've already had it, and I didn't feel emotion then, because it doesn't feel right. And I wish they would stop it, I wish they would stop doing this. They did this with Amy and Rory in the God Complex. I didn't buy it then, and then they meandered for so long, and I don't buy it now, and even if she does come back, and she dies, and she dies again or leaves or whatever, I'm not going to have the emotion I should have, because it was robbed from me in this episode. And I wish the show would stop doing that. That being said, that was a really good scene. Again, Jenna Coleman acting her cute little head off. And Capaldi, I like actually that, how reserved the Doctor was. It's almost like he didn't buy it either, It's almost like he didn't buy it either. He was very reserved in that scene, actually, I don't know. And it's also And his, like, wrath was also interesting. Because, yeah, it's like, this is not just like, oh, someone will, like, they just die or get marooned or anything. It's like, oh, there's a specific person you can blame for a lot of this. And it's like, yeah, he's about to, you know, rain hellfire on this entire city block for this, you know? But Clara does need to remind him, no, it's not good to do that. You can't do that. And I like she holds him to that, you know? And even though he wants to just lash out, basically, for Clara's death, he has to keep it in, you know? Man, whoever they are that Ashilda is afraid of, they are fucked, whoever they are. Because they're fucked, whoever they are, because the doctor is pissed today. Oh, man, oh, man. And it's interesting because, you know, this is our first real lost companion for the 12th Doctor. But it's such a different set of emotions than what we're used to. Because, you know, after Rose, 10 was really just depressed. 10 was depressed a lot. Like, that's the thing. 10 got depressed when Rose was marooned and when he had to erase Donna's mind. And he kind of just... I don't want to say he shrugged off Martha, but he was able to obviously, you know, regroup from that. He was able to move on from that a lot better. Probably because she didn't fucking die or get marooned or have a tragic ending or anything. You know? Meanwhile, when the 11th Doctor finally lost Amy and Rory in The Angels Take Manhattan, shit was so emotional for him, you know? Like, it was just insane, man. Meanwhile, the 12th Doctor over here is pissed off, you know? Like, he's about to go... Just, like, he's not just gonna be an angry Scotsman, he's gonna be an angry Scotland. Like, the entire fucking country. That's the level of pissed he is right now, you know? I mean, you could also say maybe he's slightly mad at Clara, you know? Because this was her fault, technically, that she is dying here. Because that was a risk too far, you know? Which, maybe that's part of it, is that, you know, with everything else, it's always been the Doctor can't... You know, the Doctor failed to save them, kind of, you know? Or, you know, it's something... How can I say this? Like, it's something where it's like, you know... It's always kind of to do with the Doctor. Like, Rose, it was because, you know... It was because of the specific thing with the Void that, you know, they were getting trapped and, you know, they were getting sucked in, and eventually Rose was about to be hurled into the Void when Pete saved her. Kind of the Doctor's fault, because it was all his plan. Or with Donna, with everything that happened there. You know, he eventually just had to erase her memory and stuff. Like, it's always basically out of the Doctor's hands. No, that's not how you say it. This is out of the Doctor's hands completely. Like, to the point that, you know, he would never have... Like, it happened for him, you know? I don't know, how am I trying to say this? I don't know why this is really complicated to me, but... Yeah. God, I cannot think of the right words on how to say this, but, like... But the fact that this was all out of the Doctor's hands, you know? This was all out of the Doctor's hands. Because even in The Angels Take Manhattan, you know, the Doctor was still saying, like, okay, you know, Rory was taken back. We can get in the TARDIS and we can try to find him and, you know, we'll figure something out. And it was Amy who was like, fuck this. And then just went back, and then that was that, you know? Whereas this was just 100% out of the Doctor's hands, from the reason why Clara's dying to Clara's death itself. So, I guess that's it. This is a weird episode, because it's like, I don't know, it definitely kind of feels like Utopia, where it's like, okay, here's some shit that happened, and now we're going to be moving on into the 2-part finale, which kind of ties into this and kind of doesn't. Are we going to get the Master? I don't know. Whoever it is knows about the confession, the doctor's confession dial. So it's either the Master or Davros. I don't think they're going to bring him back again. Could be the Master. You know, it could be Missy. That'd be interesting. Who is they, though? She said they, you know? So, I don't know, Missy and the Cybermen? She had Cybermen last time. Is she going to have more? She needed the dead to do this. Okay. Maybe it's not Missy. Maybe it's someone else. We can go into the notes. The tattoo and the countdown, that was interesting. Riggsy was in Flatline, wasn't he? Is that where he's from? It was like, oh, it's Riggsy. And I was like, this is the dude from Flatline, right? Like, I don't remember too much about him. Actually, when she first picked up the phone and it was like, Clara, I was like, Danny? I was like, oh shit, is Danny back? And it's like, oh no, wait, it's Riggsy. Sorry. So, yeah. The tattoo, that was cool. An interesting mystery, I have to say. It's an interesting mystery. And it makes sense when S.H.I.E.L.D. is like, oh, well, you know, or when they say it's like, oh, well, you can't just call the doctor here. Why not? Like, the last time they spoke, they were on good terms. Like, why? I mean, I guess it was because she needed to get the teleportation bracelet on him, but you resorted to fake murder for this? Like, that was kind of weird, the whole, which I guess, you know, to kind of get on that, so Ashilda, okay, I thought for a little while I was like, oh my god, because it's been, I think they said, like, last time it's like it was the 1600s when we saw her last. So it's like, okay, it's been like 400 years since we last saw her, and it's like, oh, she's being evil. It's like, well, goddammit, what was the point of the last time we saw her, you know? What was the point of the woman who lived if she's just a shithead again, you know? But it's like, oh, well, it's not that she's being a shithead. I mean, she is, but she's being forced to be a shithead because if she doesn't do this, then whoever they are will destroy the asylum, basically. And it's like, okay, I guess that's all right. Because, yeah, like, as I was watching, I was like, well, damn it. What was the point of the woman who lived if not so that you will not be a shithead? And now you're being a shithead, you know? So, there's that. And then, yeah, just, like, the whole mystery of framing Riggsy. I mean, I don't know, like, because they say it's like, oh, she couldn't just ask the doctor here. And it's like, why not? You're going to potentially... I mean, she never... The thing is, she never wanted anyone to get hurt. She never wanted Riggsy to get hurt, so I guess that's something. And that's the good thing, is that it's all, you know, she's being... Her hand is being forced, basically, to be a shithead, so... I don't know. That's alright. Probably if I look back on this episode, like when I edit this episode or something, I'm gonna like it a bit more, just because now that I know that, you know, Ashilda didn't want to be a shithead, but she was being forced to be a shithead. So that's at least good, because as I was watching this episode, I was getting a little mad. I was getting a little miffed. I was like, well, what the fuck was the point of the last episode if you're just gonna be a shithead again, you know? An immortal shithead. But she's not an immortal shithead anymore. Now she's just... I mean, she's being forced to be a shithead. Whoever they are, though, are the shitheads. I liked how they actually found the place with the misdirection, I think that was called. I just wanted to call it a perception filter, but the misdirection, I think that's what it was called. The misdirection thing, which was pretty cool, and finding a secret street and stuff. I really did like that. That was pretty cool. So yeah, that was pretty cool, and them like going around and stuff. I will say, you know, when Clara almost falls from the TARDIS, and she gets back up and she's like, "Oh, that was so much fun." I do like the moment where Riggsy's like, "She thought that was fun," and the Doctor's like, "I don't know. She's kind of, I don't know." Because that's the thing is, throughout this season, I've kind of been like, "Damn, Clara, you're taking a little too much, like, I don't want to say like initiative, but it's like you're getting a little too into this, What was the episode? I think it was in Under the Lake, when the Doctor actually like stopped her and was like, "Are you all right?" And it was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." It's like, "You seem really excited about this," and it's like, "Why wouldn't I be?" And it's like, "Okay." And like the Doctor like literally had to stop and be like, the TARDIS only has room for one of me. You're not supposed to be like me, And I do kind of like that she also kind of calls him out on it in this episode too. It's like, why are you the only one that can take risks and stuff, And the Doctor makes a good point. It's not just that I take risks, but I can withstand them a bit more, Like, I'm not as fragile as a human, It's like, it's true, honestly. And that is the thing. It's like, this season, I've kind of been like, man, she's getting a little too into it, It's like, she's almost like getting too used to her role as a companion. So, I'm glad that has been addressed in a few episodes, so that is at least good. We had the rules. Again, the whole thing about, the rules where it's like, oh, well, fucking, this shit sucks. It's like, this street sucks. Like, you stole medicine for your wife. Well, you stole something, so we have to kill you. And it's like, the fuck? Which I guess, okay, here's a problem. That is all legit, though. It was just the shit with Riggsy that was fake. That guy actually still died. And it's like, well, what the fuck? What's your fucking bullshit-ass rules? And it's like, oh, well, we gotta keep the peace and stuff like that. So, or the one guy was like, oh, if Riggsy dies, then we'll keep the peace and I won't be in wars. And I was like, fucking, you're just gonna let innocent people die? Like, fuck this. Fuck the street. Like, this is making me so mad that my voice is getting really high-pitched. Okay. I was looking at the cast real quick. I thought I recognized people, but I don't think that I do. That name looks familiar. Oh! Oh, the one Two-Face girl. Is she Black Panther's sister? Okay, I thought she looked familiar. I think, yeah. Yeah, Shuri. Sure. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. Yeah, she's the Black Panther's sister. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's really awesome. Man, so, and isn't this like 2015 at this point? Yeah, because Series 8 would have been 2014, because Series 7 was 2013 because of the 50th anniversary. So this is 2015, so... like 2 years, I guess, before Black Panther? Okay, well, that was really cool. Yeah. Sweet. I thought I recognized the one guy, but I didn't... the one who was like, oh, it means in the battlefield. Rump! Yeah. Let me see. What was this guy's name? Simon Paisley Day. Simon, it's a Paisley Day out there. Apparently he's in Sherlock. I don't remember him from Sherlock. And he's also in The Rise of Skywalker. Fucking, I don't remember anything from The Rise of Skywalker. Other than They Fly Now, which is dumb as shit, but I love quoting it because I want to know that I piss people off with that. Anyway. So the rules were still there, and they were still bullshit, you know? Like, she wasn't gonna let Riggsy die, but still, that other guy died, and that was stupid. It's okay, so maybe Ashilda is still a bit of a shithead. Oh my gosh. Then we had the Raven, which was the name of this episode, Face the Raven. I like that phrase. That sounds badass, you know? Sounds metal as hell, you know? It's time to face the Raven. It's like, oh, jeez. I feel like Raven from Teen Titans is about to come over and kick my ass if you say that. Like, oh my gosh. It was an interesting idea, an interesting way of killing is, you know, this Raven, and you have the countdown and stuff. That was really cool. Taking the tattoo is still the dumbest thing that Clara has ever done. Like, what? Like, why? You know? And I guess, like, I don't know. I don't know if I would... I'm not sure if, like, I wouldn't put it past the other companions to do shit like this, but... I don't know. And maybe this ties into, you know, a bit of Clara's, you know, getting way too into it, that she's just like, oh, well, this is what the doctor would do. You know, this is what the doctor would do, so this is what we're doing. We don't have to tell him. And don't tell your entire plan to someone. It's like, it's not good. But honestly, maybe that's the culmination of her character arc this season. I guess if you want to call that a character arc, where she got way too into it and it killed her. Literally. So, I guess that's something. Ashilda is afraid. She's still a bit of a shithead, but she was afraid of they. I mean, them, but they. They want the doctor and his confession dial. Missy and... I don't know who the fuck else it would be. I don't know. Maybe it's the monk. Who knows? But yeah. Could be Missy. Could not be Missy. I don't know. Stasis, that was interesting again to show, you know, part of it that it's like, oh, well, Ashilda's not completely heartless, even though she did just fucking kill that guy for getting meds to his wife. Yeah, she's still a bit of a shithead, but not... It's like an Avatar. It's like, well, let's give her the not as big of a jerk as she could have been award. It's like, she's still kind of a jerk about some of this stuff, you know? But yeah. And then there's the teleport. We're going to have to see where the hell that goes next episode. And then the death of Clara, which I don't fully buy, and I don't think... you know what could have been interesting? If it was like, well, she took the countdown, but the countdown won't actually finish until the finale. Like, the end of the finale. And so the Doctor and Clara are just, like, going through, you know, trying to stop whoever they are, and also worrying about the countdown until eventually... maybe they're searching throughout the next 2 episodes to try to find a way, and then eventually she just dies. You know? That could have worked, maybe. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't buy it. And we'll have to see what they're going to do with it. But, yeah. That's basically it. Yeah, that's it. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens next time. So, that's pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Doctor Who reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.